Good afternoon, Atlanta, and welcome to WCEG Network. Uh, we are veterans today, and you listen to WCEG Radio, WCE Network. We are the Worldwide Community Empowerment Group. We speak life in community, and this week, today, we are really firing up the community because we're starting Veterans Day uh, early. We're starting it today and tomorrow in Riverdale. We have our guests from Riverdale Town Center to tell us about all the activities that we're going on that are going to happen. And let me tell you that I am Herman Anderson. My co-host is Anthony Aikens, and we are two people that I start say that we're two old people, but we're two people that's been doing this for about 6 years now, and we do it to help the community, empower the community, and there are several ways that you can join the fund. Some ways are to catch us on your smart devices, TV, uh, smartphone, or you can listen to us on your tablet or on your smartphone. You can log into your desktop at WCEG Talk Radio, www.cegradio.com. And we are streaming live stream on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also follow us at lyvradio.com/WCEG, hashtag WCEG. So there are quite a few ways that we invite you to join today, and we're going on a fun ride. Anthony?
I'll tell you what, Herman, it's good to see you, my friend. You know,
good to see you.
We've been blessed with a day that we've not been seen before. So first of all, good to see you. And I'm excited about our guest today because she's going to be bringing forth some great information for people like you and I. I didn't quite understand your comment about men in the 70s. I don't quite know what you're talking about. But I don't know what happened there, but as mature men that have been able to work very close together for the last going on 6 years and having such a variety of guests, because you said something earlier in your comment, bringing power to the people, empowering the community, and all of our guests have done that. So, I'm looking forward to hearing what Ms. Williams has to say. So I'm gonna punt it back to you. I went to Tuskegee. We can kick the ball way down the field. So I'm gonna punt it back to Savannah State and let you pick it up and introduce our guests.
We're competitive, so we're gonna keep it going.
Oh yeah.
Before we change lanes, we are celebrating Veterans Day on the 11th. We are starting celebrating Veterans Day today. So let me read you a couple of paragraphs that describes what Veterans Day is. Whereas the 11th of November, 1918 marked the cessation of the most destructive, sanguinary, and far-reaching war in human annals, the resumption by the people of the United States of peaceful relations with other nations, which we hope may never again be severed. And whereas it is lifted that the recurred anniversary of this date should be commemorated with thanksgiving and prayer, exercise designed to perpetuate peace through goodwill and mutual understanding between nations. Whereas the legislature of the 27th of our states have already declared November 11th to be legal holiday, therefore be it resolved by the Senate. And the bottom line is that there's a veteran in our group. His name is Arthur Hughes, and he makes sure that we know it's the 11th hour, the 11th day, and the 11th month. So
Herman, that brings goosebumps to those that have served. I'm sure Ms. Williams knows many people that have served and their families, et cetera. And folks don't realize or should realize the sacrifices that were made for all of us to enjoy the freedom we enjoy each and every day. Because we always say freedom is not free. There was a price to be paid. So as we approach the 11th day of the 11th month and the 11th hour, we all know is Veterans Day, that should be for the entire year. But since the federal government has set that aside, let's make sure that all of our constituents, all of our friends, all of our associates and family members understand and appreciate male and female veterans that serve this nation.
And just before I turn it over, Ms. Williams is a veteran also, and we have Reverend McGee coming on later. So we are all veterans today.
So Herman, why don't you do this? She's been our guest before. Why don't you give a little background material on Ms. Williams and let our new guests and other guests know who she is, what she does, and then that will just prep her for that great session that she's about to give us on all the information regarding functions and events for veterans.
Well, you talked me into it. How about that? We actually worked with Ms. Williams for our 9/11 event at Riverdale Town Center. Ms. River is the Director of Cultural Affairs for the Riverdale Town Center. We had a super event. We sold that event out also, celebrating first responders and veterans. So Ms. Williams is doing super work in Riverdale and in the community, and that is what we're going to talk about for the rest of the year in Riverdale.
Okay, all right. Well, Ms. Williams, you know what? Ms. Williams, the floor is now open for you, so Herman and I can sit back and listen to all of the great information you're going to give us.
Thank you, gentlemen, so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who is listening, everyone who is watching. Thank you guys for your service. What we're doing here in Riverdale for this week, Veterans Week, we want to appreciate and show thanks to all of our veterans that is here within Riverdale and just all across the whole entire country. The city of Riverdale, they strive to maintain a great relationship with our veterans and also to have a understanding ear to the veterans in order to facilitate any needs or to address any concerns that our veterans have within our community. So with working with veterans, helping veterans, the organization is absolutely great. It is an organization that is much needed just to give our veterans a voice in different areas. And we've worked together immensely during my whole tenure here. And I'm just looking forward to working with veterans, helping veterans just continued on in the future as well. For the city, what we're going to be doing on for veterans is on this coming Saturday, November 6th, we will have a Veterans Day appreciation program. It is going to be from 2 to 4 here at the Riverdale Town Center in Riverdale, Georgia. And what the program is geared toward, what we're trying to do is bring some officials and bring some professionals that work directly with veterans and in veteran services directly to our community and to our veterans. And so that way they can address questions that the veterans may have, and the veterans can hear it directly from someone who works within that field to service them. We know that when I was on the podcast, the last time we were talking about veteran services and what veterans should make sure that they have in terms of their paperwork and making sure that the family members are aware of that. So what we decided was to kind of piggyback off of that and say, okay, well, let's have a real constructive and a conversation with these professionals that are in government, that are in with the VA. Let's have a real serious conversation with them, with veterans, to ask questions that they want the answers to. So on our program on the 6th, we are going to have Mrs. Dorothy Pridemore. So Mrs. Dorothy Pridemore, she is a retired VA claims representative. And she has worked that a number of years, and she is an expert in that field as far as filing claims, when to file your claims, what you should have in your packet when you file your claims. So she can take a veteran step by step and go through that process. Any hookups or things that may slow them down in the process, she can answer those questions. So we're happy to have her on the show, because that's one of the biggest things when you come out from serving. And the next step is to find out or to be educated in what are your benefits, or what are your rights in terms of filing claims with the VA. One of our other panelists that we're going to have on is Dr. Lynn Lofton Damali. So Dr. Damali, she's with Elite Chiropractic and Wellness, but she also is going to speak to her. She's a professional in the VA Nexus letter. So she is going to speak toward what that process looks like, and how you would need to go about to start that process and start your Nexus letter. Any things that the key aspects of having your information in that letter to send that off. That's one of the components that she's going to speak to. And I'm actually excited to have her on with us. And then we are going to have one of our elected officials, State Representative Mike Glanton Sr. So he is with District 75 from Jonesboro. However, one of the reasons why we felt it important to have him on the show is he sits on, he's a member of the Defense and Veterans Affairs Committee within the state. So he sits on the board that makes decisions for, veteran affairs. And we thought that he would be a perfect person to sit with, because he is one of our elected, officials, and to ask him any questions that we may have in terms of any bills or things that is going to be passed, or anything that may be on the floor to be talked about pertaining to our veterans. So I'm excited to have them on. It's going to be a panel discussion. We do have questions that we had already prepared that we're going to ask them. However, one of the key points that I do want to point out is we do have an opportunity for all of our veterans who attend to write down some questions when you come into our event that is on their mind, that they want to have some answers to, and then we're going to present those questions as well to our panelists, because what we've known, if one person asks a question, there's probably 3 or 4 other people in the audience that is thinking or wanting to know that same thing.
Sure.
Yes, so that is that's what our process is going to be for our veterans program. We want to say thanks and we want to give appreciation, but we also want it to be constructive and have a informative conversation. So that way, when the veterans leave, they can take away some information or be more informed on a topic that they may have had some questions about.
That's really, 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 really good that you have such a detailed lineup of things that veterans will have the opportunity to become engaged with. You know, Herman and I talk about certain things of importance to veterans every show. And that is to provide them information in regards to how they can get on e-benefits or on My Family Vet, or how to secure a copy of the DD Form 214 if it's been lost, or now getting involved with the va.gov in regards to information sharing. So is there any thought of putting out sort of a information one-sheeter of important numbers and in one file location that veterans could have access to, even the veteran hotline? You know, those kind of things, they'll have easy access. Have any thought been given to that? If not, is that possible to get put together?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We are always open to providing any information and making stuff easily accessible to our veterans. So where I'm open to it, you guys, if you can, can get together, we'll put together some information, we'll get some numbers and do a one-sheeter, and we can have that available to them. Because I know when you're going through these different processes, the last thing you need is to either get the wrong number or, get led around and kind of, having to stumble through your way to get in order to get to a department or someone that you need to speak to directly. So I'm absolutely open to that. Yes.
Yeah.
So we will definitely do that, Anthony. And as you know, as we complete the Veteran Day program for this year with Riverdale, we'll do a lesson learned and make some documents, some things, and make that. We have talked about making that, if not a monthly report, but a quarterly newsletter, something of that nature, that we will have available for veterans in their family and for non-veterans also. And as part of this our event this weekend, we will be making sure that people that attend, if they have an opportunity, if they have information that they didn't receive, we'll make sure we get their telephone number and follow up with them. I'm sure we have some people that want to file their first claim, and first question is how you get started. So,
yes.
Yeah, just to follow up what Herman said, Ms. Williams, see, every time we're on the show, there's one thing that we always talk about. We're going to share the truth with our listeners. And unfortunately, and it gets me emotional sometimes, that we have so many veterans that are missing or lacking information that would have helped them during their life or their family members' lives. And we have way too many veterans that are out there without wills, don't have medical directors in place. Family members don't know emergency numbers to call, don't know where the DD Form 214 is located or what that is.
Yes.
And we have veterans with PTSD issues. That Herman has a list of about 15 to 16 illnesses that come through. There are the caregivers out there that we don't talk about enough that take care of veterans. My wife takes care of me. All right. I know that. I mean, just prior to this show, I walked into something because I didn't see it. And then dawn there knocked me out. And the first person there was my wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know how blessed I am to have that partner in my life. So I always try to share with veterans, keep your partner informed.
Yes, absolutely. Like I've mentioned it before on the program, I am a daughter of a veteran. And, when my dad passed away, it was just a complete brand new world to have to navigate, that the VA program, and, not even knowing the terminology and not even knowing what to even ask for, when you're going there, and just really stumbling, through it. And you have people you're grieving, and now you're having to try to navigate this place. So having those resources, even for the family members, because you may get some people, with the veterans, if they have been working with the VA and they know the numbers, they know all those contacts, that's good for them. But if something was to happen and they're incapacitated and they can't, give that information over, having that one sheeter, if I had that one sheeter that had all of these pertinent numbers and all of these, documents to request if this happened, documents to ask for, I think that would have made it a little bit easier, or so much easier actually, on the family members who are not in service. So definitely having that, even with the veterans, having that one sheeter and putting it in the house, or having it somewhere, or giving it to your loved ones and saying, hey, if anything happens, you have this kind of guide to kind of guide you through this program, and also giving them a copy of their documents, or at least letting them know where they're located at, is a great asset to family.
I'm tripping on your event tomorrow. I will not be there, and the reason I will not be there, I'll be in Columbus, Georgia, attending the Georgia Veterans Hall of Fame luncheon.
Yes.
I was invited down there by a veteran, female veteran, who's being inducted.
Yes.
And believe it or not, she even has a bridge named after her, and she's still living.
Yep.
Well, Andy, you can tell us. We know who it is.
Yeah, that's Sparkle Adams.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time you go down 75 South, going towards Stockbridge, whatever, you're going to pass under the Sparkle Adams Bridge, who's from Detroit, Michigan. She's like a sister to us. And we were invited down by her to attend her induction ceremony. So while you're over here in Riverdale, my queen and I will be at Fort Benning, my old stomping grounds, at the Georgia Veterans Luncheon, Hall of Fame luncheon for Sparkle.
Yes.
But one thought for next year, and I'm gonna give you an after action point right now.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure, and Herman and I talk about this all the time, the rating on the VA is important. And Herman, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last rating I saw in the Atlanta VA was number 1, which is the lowest number. Is that still a number? Yes. Okay, so this is an opportunity for them to excel. They should have a table at that function, and at that table have some representative there giving out flyers and notes about all of the different services available to a veteran. A lot of veterans don't even know about the Agent Orange database. Mm-hmm. They don't know about a lot of different programs. And so they can do that. And then as a side note, have the Atlanta VA regional office represented, because they are two separate entities providing the same, congruent support to Herman Anderson and Anthony Aiken. So those are my after action thoughts this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, Anthony. Let's see. Would you tell the listeners how they can register for tomorrow? Yes.
So we have an Eventbrite link. If you are interested in registering, the event actually was sold out on the Eventbrite, and it's free. The event is free. You just have to register. However, I did open up 25 additional slots on Eventbrite, so that way the veterans can come and register. And if they go to veteransday2021.eventbrite.com, they will be able to go to our event registration, and they can sign up there. So we did include some additional seating, just because it was so well, everyone registered and took up all the seats. But for your listeners, we did open up some additional seating for them. So it is veteransday2021.eventbrite.com, and they can go there and do a free registration. It is, we will be having a lunch. We also will be, just we have vendors that will be there. We also have educational material that is going to be provided by the veterans helping veterans. We have an interactive station with that material as well. So we are asking if you are interested to please come out. If you have any questions that you would like answered by our panelists, please come out and have your voice heard with those questions, and then also come and be celebrated. Be celebrated by the city that you live in, or even if you don't live in Riverdale. If you're on this and you're listening to this event, then you can come out and come to our event and just enjoy yourself, be amongst other veterans, and get some vital information. So that's what we're asking. So it's Veterans Day 2021.eventbrite.com.
And if you have any questions rest of the day, you can call our voice message line. It's 404-996-5679. It's 404-996-5679. Our email address is bvhv3105@gmail.com. Again, that's bvhv3105@gmail.com.
Let me ask Mr. Williams a question.
Mhm.
I know you said you have a family background of being veterans. Is that correct?
Yes.
So are there any other drivers other than the family aspect that makes you get into this line of work to support veterans?
So that makes me get into this line of work. I've always been a customer service oriented person. So my career, my history is with service. That's what I love to do, is just to serve and to give. And one of my things with in my professional life and professional career is the reason why I'm here, the reason why we're here and we're able to do what we do is because these individuals sacrifice, their lives, and sacrifice, their health, and sacrifice, their time and their energy in order for me now in 2021 to be able to do these things and to give back to the community. So those are the reasons, even if I did not have a family background with having family members that are veterans, and family members that are in law enforcement, I would still be compelled to want to assist and want to, help veterans. They've given so selfishly, and the least that we can do, is turn around in their time of need, or in a time where now it's time to give to them. We can do that, and we can do that wholeheartedly, for those individuals.
I mean, that's very, very, very nice to hear you say those words. Service to others. We served this nation. Herman and I served this nation with many days of wearing, combat uniforms, combat boots, and everything. Yes, we had the opportunity at any time to get out, as they call it. But we chose to stay as long as we could, to serve our nation, serve the heritage of our family members, and trying to do the right thing. Just doing the right thing, and not worrying about anything else. It's troubling to me and many of our listeners for the climate that we're experiencing now, the climate where we have to try and identify those individuals that don't have a philosophy of support and help, and not dealing down the line of racism, and killing of our young men and women under the name of the law. It's amazing. So again, we want to speak power into the community. I salute you. Thank you for the support that you give to the veterans in Riverdale and all around the country.
Let's cover two more items. Then we have Reverend McGee, who is a veteran also, we're gonna switch to his activities. But I know we have the parade on December the 4th. Is that
Yes.
And we also have the Toys for Tot program.
Yes, so there's a couple of things after we do our Veterans Day appreciation. On December 4th, we have the Christmas parade and also the tree lighting as well. So that is going to be here at the Riverdale Town Center as well, 7210 Church Street in Riverdale, Georgia. The parade kickoff will kick off at 3 p.m. and that starts down at the Riverdale Police and Fire Station at 6690 Church Street. And then that goes all the way over to the Riverdale Town Center amphitheater. Then after the parade, we will have a gospel concert. But all of the events are free events. We will have a gospel concert. The gospel concert this year, we would have Bishop Cortez Vaughn. We would also have Mr. Willie Spence. He was a runner-up from American Idol, and he is a Georgia native. And we will also have Pastor Marvin Sapp here at the town center. So we do ask everyone to come out to enjoy. We will have a carnival. We'll have kids activities for the kids, and all of those activities is also free. And what we've done as well, we've partnered with the Veterans Helping Veterans, and they're going to do the photos with Santa and also a toy drive, a toy giveaway to our children of the community. So I'm excited for that. If anyone here, if you're interested in donating toys, please, you can donate them to the town center. Unopened toys, and we will be giving those out to the community. We're accepting all donations Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. all the way up until the day of the event, which is on December 4th. And we will also have our skating rink as well that will open up. And our skating rink, it is artificial ice, but this will be our third year having the skating rink, and it will start November 20th, and then it will run through December 30th. So, and we will have that as well online, so that way everyone can kind of get that information on how to come to do the skating rink as well. So we're gearing up for the holidays. If you have any questions or if you would like any more information, you can go to riverdalega.gov, or you can call 770-909-5300.
Hey, Herman.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got an opportunity right here. I mean, the opportunity is that we need to be able to franchise our clone to the city of Riverdale and Ms. Williams for the tremendous program that they have going on, and just get this around the state and around the country. This, Ms. Williams, I'm very, very impressed, and I'm enjoying listening to what the city of Riverdale is going to do and partnering with veterans, helping veterans, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Again, I got to salute you.
Thank you. Thank you.
But thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me on again, and thank you for your service as well, Mr. Aiken, Mr. Anderson, also Mr. McGee, and thank you to everyone who is listening on the podcast as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. Wait a minute, Herman. We had a wonderful young lady. Now we got to switch to an old crony, sweet guy, Vietnam guy that's going to give us a whole lot of information that we love.
Unmute. Yeah, you need to unmute.
So, you know, like I said, we're bringing this guy on who's been with us for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
He is going to continue to provide great information, not only to us, but
he's working on his Vietnam memorial.
Yes, yes. And he's doing a lot of other things.
Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Yeah.
He's challenged with
Okay,
technology like we are.
Good afternoon, Reverend McGee. Anthony was giving you some comments.
Yeah, I was listening. Thank you. I want to salute both of you brothers, man. You do outstanding job of getting out information to the community and actually doing things in the community for the community. So I want to salute both of you guys. And I was just caught up a moment there in the funeral of General Powell.
Yes.
They're actually doing his funeral today, and I know that's something for every veteran, especially coming out of our period of service. So we want to take a moment of prayer for Colin Powell and his family, and for the veterans that served up under his leadership. Now, I'm just so proud to be a Vietnam era veteran today. I mean, I've always been kind of proud. They had some issues at one time, but today, especially because we are laying to rest one of our peers.
Can you turn your volume down a little bit? Reverend McGee, can you come?
Let me see now. How do I do that? You know, I'm not all that computer savvy.
But you know, while he's doing that, the comments that he made about the funeral today for General Powell, I think is really appropriate for us to acknowledge. But better than yet, I mean, I love his comments leading into how he's proud and why he's proud.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I hope I'm a little better.
Yeah, you are.
I think what we are trying to do here in Atlanta with the Sons of Atlanta Vietnam Memorial project is a way of defining and communicating the value and respect that General Powell brought to the military. I mean, he came in as one of the people that integrated the U.S. military as a leader. Now, as a enlisted personnel, I know, Colonel, that you might not have had that many fist fights in the barracks, but I know Herman know what I'm talking about. But what came out of that is that we better together. I mean, in spite of what the rest of the country look like and what they act like, is a part of the country is acting like right now, we cut a path with our military service that you can see in the military today. It looked more like any other parts of our society's most diverse and the most effective. So that proves that we are better together. We can live together, we can learn together, and we can serve together. And that is really the message that we're trying to bring to the country with the Sons of Atlanta Vietnam Memorial Wall. I want everybody to just take a minute, write this down, sonsofAtlanta.org, sonsofAtlanta.org. That's the website. We would like for all of your listeners to go to this website, look at the pictures, the 240 plus young men that were killed from Fulton County, Georgia. What we're doing, we're trying to make it a local recognition. Now, I'm very proud of the wall in DC and the Memorial Garden here at the State Capitol in Atlanta. But this memorial is in the park. This brings it right down to everyday people from which they come. We got to realize all of us gave some, or some of us gave all. And right now we're raising that issue up in Piedmont Park in a way that the whole country can stop and take a break and realize that the divisions that we are experiencing in this country and the threats upon the democracy that we have served for can be overcome. This actually can be overcome. We can overcome the division. We can overcome the fear. I think it's fear-driven more than anything else, where we are seeing the community buying more guns since the pandemic than probably in the last 10 years before the pandemic came upon us. what we got to do is look at the past, and the past for us would be Vietnam, and we're doing a memorial to memorialize the honor of the 240 guys from Fulton County, which we're hoping that every county in the state of Georgia will do likewise, because this brings the wall down to the community from which the warriors came. I think we're going to come out with a better appreciation for military service for all generations, and especially for those people, the 58,000 that died in Vietnam for the freedoms and way of life that we have, we are striving to have in this country. You know, we got to realize that.
Kind of let's just know where we are on getting the wall, getting the memorial. It's a memorial built, and where it's going to be located.
Well, the memorial is going to be located in Atlanta Historic Piedmont Park off of Piedmont Avenue. It's between 12th and 14th Street. If you go down Piedmont Avenue, when you get to 12th Street, start looking at, you'll start seeing the park, and you'll be able to see exactly where the memorial is going to be built. Now we're going to dedicate the memorial on Memorial Day 2022. Right now, we have passed city and Piedmont conservative requirements to do the wall. We are at a review process with the National Park Service. Now, we don't have a time that they're going to finish. It usually takes several weeks for them to do this, and we got the natural response that we get from all government entities. COVID has slowed us down, but it has not stopped us. So we are right now doing a brickathon starting tomorrow, giving veterans in this state throughout this country an opportunity to come together and help us finish this memorial by purchasing a commemorative brick. This commemorative brick can have your name on it, engraved on it, or the name of a loved one engraved, or you can just say, in support of the Sons of Atlanta. What these bricks start at $100.
We lost him.
Yeah.
Pastor McGee, I think we lost your audio.
To make the community aware of the project itself. And this is the first phase of the project. Now, once we finish the memorial, we're actually going into all of the libraries and community centers and set up what we call spirits of service. These guys had to have a spirit of service in order to face what they faced and kept going until the point of death. A lot of people don't understand the commitment of military service, or the processes that we go through when we go into the military service. We want to make this community knowledge, because every year, graduation time, we see our young people going into the military. I want to salute my grandson. He's an E6 in the U.S. Army right now. So we want to make sure that these young people understand the great work that they're doing, and we want the community to be knowledgeable about what service in the military means and what the military provides for people, the country provides for people after military service, which is called veteran benefits. Now, we got a lot of veteran benefits. I mean, it is the greatest stepping stone, I think, for anybody that go into the military. I like to raise up two my heroes, Jose Williams and Charles Rangel. Both went into the military and came out and started businesses and doing business with the military. We overlook the fact that every veteran that finished an honorable tour of military service has earned help to get their own business. You know, we overlook this because of credit requirements, but we want to make sure that the community understand these things. So that's part of the Sons of Atlanta Vietnam Memorial Project. We're going to go in the libraries and put this information we're encouraging our generation to write books, to tell your experience, so you can have them in the libraries in your community where you come from, so that the young people that are going to follow in your footsteps will have the knowledge of your experience. It will make a better military. It will make a better community. I'm so proud to see some of the people in our communities begin to understand the array of benefits that the home loan. You know, every veteran that finished an honorable tour of military service is entitled to get a home loan where they can buy a house with no money down. You know, we need to make people better understand this so that we can bring the price of rent down by home ownerships. So there are a lot of benefits that we're talking about, but we are raising these benefits up as we honor the sons of Atlanta, those young men from my hometown. I'm a Grady baby that paid the ultimate price for the freedoms that we have. And so we're asking people to go to the website, look at the website, don't just look at the pictures, but look at the other things that we're doing on the website. The Commemorative Brick. There are 5 categories of commemorative bricks that you can purchase to put your name in Piedmont Park. As a veteran, you should want to do this. Put your name in support of your own service. You're not just supporting the sons of Atlanta, but you're supporting a better understanding of your military service, because these bricks will enable us to pay for the cost of the memorial. We only have 12,000 bricks that we can serve. There are over 230,000 veterans in Metro Atlanta. So I'm looking for the veterans in Metro Atlanta to go to this website, start purchasing your brick today, because one of the things that has to happen, we got to get the bricks purchased and engraved with the engraving stuff on it that you want on the, what happened? Something went wrong. Wow. Okay. We got lost in this.
We can still hear you.
Okay. So we want you to, as we approach Veterans Day, tomorrow we'll be doing this brickathon. We'll be starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'll be going to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. What we want you to do, if you're able, you know, you can come by Club E at 3707 Main Street in College Park. We'll be there all day having fun. You know, this is the beginning of Veterans Day celebration period tomorrow. I want to shout out to John Creek, a new city in Fulton County will be dedicating a Vietnam memorial in John Creek. So we're excited about that, because one of the things we'll be doing with our memorial, we'll be connecting it up with an app to all of the memorials in the state of Georgia. We're not in competition. We're in harmony with making sure that we raise up and honor those that serve in our military for the freedoms that we have and enjoy every day in this country.
That's absolutely unbelievable. And the information you've imparted has just been tremendous. I'm excited about the 230,000 veterans alone in Atlanta, Fulton County area, 700,000 veterans in the state of Georgia. I know I'll be buying a brick. I can tell you that as a veteran, and I applaud you and have been supporting you, Herman, and I've been supporting you since you brought this initiative up in 2020. So now we're seeing the fruits of your labor, seeing this thing come to fruition, and I'm excited about it being in Piedmont Park, a central location in the city of Atlanta. So again, let me salute you, and I got to tell you this. My success in the military for men like you, men like Herman, because of your dedication and because of your commitment and your tenacity. So I salute both of you, and I know Herman joins me in saying kudos to you for this Veterans Memorial that you're putting together.
Well, I can't say enough about how you guys influenced me. Now, Herman is a life member of Chapter, so me and him been together for a while. But Carl, I thank you for what you're doing and for the way that you have explained benefits, by using your personal experience with the VA. Now, it is so important to me. I say this, I just won a case which is historical. This veteran died in 1985.
We lost him again.
Yeah, we lost you again.
Yeah, we lost audio. I think it's mainly on his end.
And I want everybody to really understand, you don't lose the benefits because you get a denial from VA. You can always go back and get those benefits. So that's what we want the Sons of Atlanta to be able to express and help people with in the community centers.
Well, like you said, from first, I'm sorry,
that is particularly what me and Anthony are doing on this program, and what WCEG does is empower the community, and that's empowering the community. And also you've been part of the program as we have grown it, and we have participated with some church ministries, Anthony's church and other churches, to make sure that we are getting the information out to the community and making people aware that there are benefits there for families of veterans. It's in what you do, and what we need other people that are expert at is certified claim representatives, people that have the expertise to help veterans get their benefits and understand their entitlement.
It's so important for our veterans and listeners to know that you're not begging for anything. This is something you have earned from your service. All three of us have served, and all three of us have a rating from the Veterans System for our service. There are benefits and compensations that you can get if you go through the process. So a person like Pastor McGee, former military, now a veteran service officer, can provide you the guidance and the direction that you need to go. But however, you veteran have to do your part too. And that means you have to follow through with everything that's been told to you and what you're supposed to do. We're going to tell you the truth here. It's not an easy process, but it is a proven process. And the three of us can attest to that because we've gone through that process and we have been awarded levels of for our levels of disability.
And let me say this too, Colonel Angus. We have to be advocates in the community. Now, one of the things that we've been able to do as a result of the Sons of Atlanta is to get Fulton County government to set up a Veterans Empowerment Commission. Now, this Veteran Empowerment Commission is going to be used to make sure that these knowledge and these helps are in community centers. You know, you're going to be able to go in 2022. You're going to be able to go to the community centers in Fulton County, and that service officer is going to be there to help you get these benefits, to help you explain these benefits. You know, we got to realize some things to the community, because I had the experience. I've been doing it since 1975. Well, a veteran, you know, for whatever reason, they just won't pursue their benefits. I tell their wives and tell their daughters and get them involved and get them to be knowledgeable. Matter of fact, I just got off the phone with a young man's daughter, you know, because you know, he was fighting about information, not giving me all the information that I needed from him. And I said, and his daughter in the background, I said, let me talk with your daughter. And she said, okay, well, we can do that. You know, I'm gonna make sure he does that. You know, I know that technology is a little frightening for my generation, especially, but we got children. You know, we got to be able to open up to the community in order for us to do away with homelessness among veterans and other peoples in the community. We got to bring resources to the community. Veteran benefit is a resource.
Exactly right.
It is a resource. The veteran, his family, and his community. Now, if you don't get that, and listen, you're talking about a $200 billion budget every year, the VA. 200 plus billion, I think, Herman, now. 200 plus billion a year. That's got your name on it, veterans. We need to make sure we're getting these benefits and that they're coming home. One of the things that impresses a lot of people about the Sons of Atlanta, and I want you to think about this. These young men died for the benefits and the freedoms that we have in this country, and they have never been lifted up as heroes. I'm lifting up my homeboys as hometown heroes, called Atkins. I want my hometown to feel the loss, to feel the sacrifice that we made. You know, and then maybe they will get these benefits. They will understand that they don't stop until you stop.
Educational benefits, burial benefits, everything that they can get.
Let's emphasize to veterans and non-veterans how they can go to the website and donate funds for survival program. So
okay,
go ahead.
Okay, you can go to the website. It's sonsofAtlanta.org, and it is an exciting website. So you can go there and donate. If you're not able to buy a brick, you can just donate. And it's on the Sons of Atlanta website where you can donate. It's on the Sons of Atlanta's website where you can purchase a brick. And it's also on the Sons of Atlanta where you can start volunteering with us in the community. Now, we know a lot of veterans are disabled, but you're not unable to do something. We need you to come into these community centers. We need you to come into these libraries and help us educate our community, empower our community, and make sure that we are getting and maximizing the benefits that you earn from your honorable military service. Now, we can't do this alone. I know that we know
we're really having a disconnection problem now.
It's going to take us a community. So if you I'm willing to train. Actually, I do a training session once a month on the first Monday about claims. I can teach you how to become a claim agent, or I can teach you how to do your benefits right online. And let me say something, Colonel Atkins. What has happened over the years, we got two claim processes going on in the VA right now. And we need to start talking to our congressmen and our senators about the claim process. Now, I know right now, today, you can get a claim through VA in one day, but you got to be terminally ill. You got to be dying. That's an insult. We got veterans that are sick and need these benefits. We need to have that benefit process overhauled to the point that when a veteran leaves, you know that he's been approved or disapproved and know what he got to do. It should
Let's continue to advocate. We will always talk about the VA on this show. I know we're having a little technical difficulty right now in hearing you, but what we will do is make sure that we follow up and provide as much information as possible and direct people to the sonsofatlanta.org website to donate. You can consider that done with me. I'm going to make sure that happens right away. But Herman and I will ensure that a lot of the information that got kind of blurred is put out to our constituents.
Because it's dire.
We will do that, and this is when you get veterans together talking about items that are of interest and emotion to veterans. Time flies, so we're running out of time.
Well, Pastor McGee, we got to give a little byline. You and Ms. Williams are our star today, but it would not have happened without the mustard seed thought of Penny Rogers, our queen, my cousin, and everything you want to put into it as being the leader of this organization, and our producer, our technical person, Ms. Greer Herman. She makes us look good every week, and that's tough. I know that's tough.
She's part of the team.
She's part of the team. and we missed our good friend Gustavo Juliao, another veteran. So, you know, in addition to listening to the WCEG Veterans Today show, there's so many other shows under the WCEG network that our listeners should chime into. So, Herman, again, a great show. Good seeing you, Pastor McGee.
Good seeing you. And you can call in tomorrow. Let me say this for okay. I need you to call in tomorrow on the Brickathon to give a shout out, because we're gonna be talking to veterans throughout the day tomorrow from Club E. I'll send you the call link and you can call in anytime.
And consider it done. Even if I'm driving down to Columbus with 185 of my Queen, I will dial in and talk to you, do what I got to do. Okay?
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a wrap.
Thank you.
Shut it down.
Take care.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.